just like I said on Twitter, Willard Bliss, you are to be shamed for 65 years. I condemn you for injuring and botching the procedure. And you should have known that the detector that Alexander Graham Bell, his second invention, that it would have not worked with the box springs in the bed, which you were trying to detect the bullet, which you moved farther in or away from, and then twice you couldn't detect it even without the box springs in the mattress. This detector was used. You purposely injured his bladder. You injured his liver. You stuck your fingers in there. You hurt his bladder. You harmed his bladder. You harmed his liver. You harmed his bladder. A blood transfusion or the wrong type of blood, got blood poisoning. He got gangrene. Garfield and McKinley got gangrene. Lincoln died. They moved it. What, they left it in his temple, or they kept probing it? I don't know. I believe the same shit too. These aren't doctors. Doctors of malpractice, psychopaths. Were they Menotti doctors? Wait, what's Menotti doctors? I mean, these are criminals. Willard Bliss killed James A. Garfield. James Garfield was killed by Willard Bliss, not by Charles Gutera, not by Charles G. He played a part, but the main person that really killed James Garfield was Willard Bliss, and Willard Bliss also killed Lincoln. And Willard Bliss was fought in the Civil War, but he didn't help any injured patients, not even positively. He just left them there to die, and then he said and that he was safe, but he got away, but he was safe. He malpracticed on James A. Garfield. He killed Garfield, and I believe Carr became a woman, but I don't think there's no malpractice with that. But as a POTUS, James A. Garfield, the 20th President of the United States of America, was killed by Willard Bliss. And McKinley, he might have knew McKinley. Supposedly, whenever he died, he might have not have died. And under Twitter, there's a second Twitter of Willard Bliss, but this one is a different name. And he might still be alive, but he should be in prison for killing James A. Garfield, 20th President. He should be shamed for 65 years.